getting ready for baseball under the roof in Houston. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark. The Astros are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Colin McHugh will be on the mound for the Astros. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty, thanks. What you're going to see a lot of from Colin McHugh, a lot of breaking balls. At one point, he threw more breaking balls than anybody in the league. So you're going to see a lot of curveballs. You're going to see a lot of sliders. He has a good fastball that's 89 to 92 miles an hour, has the straight changeup, but he will be exclusively a breaking ball pitcher. He'll throw his curveball and slider any time in a count, and you're going to see a lot of breaking balls in this one from Colin McHugh.
And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Roll, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one. Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Stepping up now, Javier Baez, showing some definite confidence at the plate right now, and his recent numbers are reflecting that. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Roll, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Springer giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 7, Victor Caratini.
Standing in, Victor Caratini, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category and, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First delivery to him on the way. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Back goes Reddick at the track, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Man, at bats like this make every hitting coach happy. This is what they all preach. Stay inside the ball, stay behind the ball. You can see he lets this one travel deep, then just inside outs this thing off the right center field wall. That's some rare power there and a little bit scary to opposing pitchers.
Stepping in now, Jim Adduci. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Oh, and he misses it. Now a good throw in will hold that second runner at third base, so they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, D-Roll. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully.
The versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. No balls and 1 strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roll. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Now a ball line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home. In to score is the runner from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Here's Addison Russell. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. From the stretch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Number 9 is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cubs 4, the Astros coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Cole Hamels is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Cole Hamels, one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Early on in his career with the Philadelphia Phillies, was really almost the ace of those really good Philadelphia Philly teams. His best pitch, the straight changeup. His changeup was as good as it is now when he was in high school coming out of San Diego, California. 93 to 95. Will throw the overhand curveball, but primarily a 2-pitch pitcher. Fastball and a lot of straight changeups.
Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. Hard on the ground towards short. Russell has it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
At the plate, Jose Altuve. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Almora ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting third.
That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with show track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Previously against Cole Hamels, he's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. He's taken him deep once. Hamels peers in. 1-0 on its way. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he punts the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. And a fastball swung on and missed. The Astros, they trail here 4-0. Coming to the plate now, David Bodie. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Line drive, base hit.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the 2nd inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
The 1-1. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, designated hitter, Javier Baez.
Digging in, Javier Baez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a huge swing by Baez and a ball sent to deep left field. And it's over the train tracks. An incredible blast. Javier Baez has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
the first baseman, number
Next
7.
to bat will be Victor Caratini. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Striding in once again, Wilson Contreras. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Caratini leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 5 and the Astros nothing. Here's George Springer. Previously against Cole Hamels, he's totaled 4 hits in 23 at-bats. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Here comes the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Striding into the box, Carlos Correa, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. In there, no balls and a strike. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes down.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
And there's the fastball by Hamels, good for strike 1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Too high, 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Runners are at first and third, one away. Line drive to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Behind 0-2 now.
0-2.
Reddick at third. Chirinos at second with one away. Little chopper back to the mound. And there's out number 2.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 9.
Stepping in, number 9. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch of the at-bat. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Second and third, 2 away. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Almora. And it'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. We've played 2 full. It's the Cubs 5 and the Astros 1. Striding in, Jim Adduci, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Right fielder, number 33, Jim.
First pitch
Adduci.
on its way. Ball 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
Ready now, Albert Almora. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
So stepping in, Sam Gordon stands in here after doubling home 2 in his first at-bat. And he lays off there 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Bregman in foul ground, and no one will track it down. The set and the 1-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Gone! And good for him. Sam Gordon has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least 1.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Joe Smith is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Joe Smith.
Standing in now, Addison Russell, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Set to deliver the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bote. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Springer coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Two for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Cubs 7 and the Astros 1. Here's Michael Brantley. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Running hard. He's digging for second.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jose Altuve. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 0-1 the count. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Brantley stands at second with no outs. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schwarber moves over. One away. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base.
Third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Drilled down the line. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it a 7-2 game.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
Into the box now, George Springer, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Runner at first here, one man out. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. The second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no outs, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-1 on its way. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the third inning.
Stepping into the box, Josh Reddick, runner in scoring position with two gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
The catcher.
They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound, and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
In now, Robinson Chirinos. As Hamels will jump ahead of him, it's 0-1. Chirinos, the former Ranger, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Cubbies are in front 7-3. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said it's been quite a show that they put on at the plate today, and not just in terms of hits and runs. Yes, they have a ton of hits, but they've also only struck out 2 times. That's a rarity in the sport these days, but it also seems to be a winning formula.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Here's Javier Baez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Standing in now, Victor Caratini, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Baez leads off second with nobody out. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Digging in once again, Wilson Contreras. He's 1 for 2 in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, he came right back in there after he hit the previous batter. I like that. If you're going to work inside, you're going to hit a few guys, but you can't let that change your game plan.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Here it is, the 3-0. A swing. Facade out there in left center. Oh, and with 2 men on third, they're going to get an out of this.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jim Adduci.
Ready for another shot now, Jim Adduci. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. Oh, and with 2 men on third, they're going to get an out of this. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Tries to dump this one out to left. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel.
For the Astros.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Sharp ground ball to third. And there's one away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Popped up. Caratini has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Michael Brantley. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Hamels peers in. Here comes the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Chris Davinsky, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 47.
Ready to take his hacks again, Sam Gordon, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the pitch. He checks his swing. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Rusty Valentine. Ball 1. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Line towards center field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
Into the box, Addison Russell, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Here it comes, 0-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Stepping in now, David Bote. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. On the move is Springer. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Now in the box, Kyle Schwarber, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but foul.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on the mound, you got to be willing to give up pull side of the plate from time to time. It just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Russell, the runner at first with 2 gone. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 2-run homer for Kyle Schwarber, number 21 for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Roll. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Middle of the afternoon here in the Lone Star State. It's the Cubs 9 and the Astros 3. Now to the plate, Jose Altuve. No hits to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Lifted in the air to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. 1 down.
Third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. And that misses, ball 1. Hard ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, George Springer.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, George Springer. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And that's in there for strike 1. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still way back. It's 9-3. Stepping in, Wilson Contreras. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs half of the 6th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Correa takes it in. Throw to first.
33, Jim Adduci.
Into the box, Jim Adduci. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. Swings through it for strike number 2. high in the air out to center field. Springer giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The center fielder, number 5.
Stepping into the box, Albert Almora. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Another 0-2 coming. A bouncer to the left side. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. The 5, 6, and 7. Into the box now, Carlos Correa. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Hit hard, but foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line towards center field. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
This guy came into today absolutely on fire, and nothing has changed. He looks seriously hitterish at the dish right now. That's his 3rd knock of the game.
Circle change there, called strike 1.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Popped him up. Contreras waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Robinson.
One away for the Astros here in the 6th, and that'll bring up the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. No balls and a strike to count. Correa, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fouled off. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
So he sets him down swinging. Robinson Chirinos becomes out number 2 this inning. In there, and it's 0-1. Hamels up to 73 pitches now for the afternoon. Fouled away. The 0-2 home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. And it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Schwarber will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Astros leave one. Still way back. It's 9-3. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Hector Rondon comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Hector Rondon.
First pitch on its way. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Line drive to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, Addison Russell as he lines it out to center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Hey, D-Row, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Standing in now, David Bodie. 0-1 the count. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Down and away, ball 1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. The 1-1 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Springer. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. A tag, and they've got him at second base to turn a double play. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around. Into the corner and slicing foul. One and one to Schwarber.
1-1.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Russell is off of first with 2 away. Chopped on the ground over to first. Uriel picks it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 9 and the Astros 3. Digging in,
Leading
number
up
9.
for the
It's been an
Astros,
0 for 2 effort
the
for him
second
to this
baseman.
point.
It
Number
doesn't
9.
look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Brantley. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side. Aducci is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose
To the plate
Altuve.
now is the designated hitter, Jose Altuve. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A high fastball is in there.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Aducci on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still way back. It's 9-3. Making his way to the plate, Javier Baez, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box now, Victor Caratini. He swings and grounds it to short, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Oh, and a highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
Stepping in now, Jim Aducci. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The
next for the
change up
Cubs,
on a tee in the middle
the
of the
center
plate.
fielder,
But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not
Almora.
come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Into the box, Albert Almora, as he hits one on a line to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand a couple, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. Brandon Kinsler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 20, Brandon Kinsler.
Now batting, Alex Bregman. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Astros.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike one.
Alex Bregman.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Popped him up. Contreras over to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Lifetime against Brandon Kinsler. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Now the pitch. Down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The next 0-2, and a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still way back. It's 9-3. Digging in to try it again, Sam Gordon. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one.
Gordon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Standing in now, Addison Russell, as he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. The 0-1 on its way. Swinging a ball lifted into straightaway center. On the move is Springer. He can't get to it. This one's down, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, David Bodie.
The next Cub up, David Bodie. He was a double play victim last time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Here he is in his third inning of work out of the pen, which isn't all that common these days. And he's looking a little off right now. These guys aren't used to getting this much work in a single game anymore.
This one's flared off to the right side. Reddick has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The batter, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Gordon at second, Russell at first, one gone. And he fouls this one off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
In now, Javier Baez. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 9 and the Astros 3. So striding forward now, Josh Reddick. Lifetime against Brandon Kinsler. He's 2 for 3.
Reddick.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street. Cole Hamels in line for the victory should the lead hold. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. This is pulled into right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Boy, that's a crazy one for a pitcher right there. You're feeling pretty good about yourself, D-Roy. You pump 2 of them in there. You're ahead in the count at 0-2, and you're thinking, hey, this is pretty easy at bat.
Yeah, you step out of the batter's box 0-2, adjust your batting gloves, and hang on for dear life. But he was able to mix in a knock.
Stepping in now, Robinson Chirinos. As, oh goodness, not ready for that slider at all. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 1-1 to Chirinos.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch until he proves he can lay off of it.
Ready with the 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Got him.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. 10. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box, Yuli Gurriel. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. On the ground is short. This could be two. There's one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Cubbies rack up a division-leading 40th victory of the season. Cole Hamels earns his 8th victory of the season. Colin McHugh was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.